What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another FIFA 19 video. EA have released a very curious card. They have released Flashback Rabiot and it's a weird one. First of all, the reason why they flashed him back is laughable, honestly. Earn a Flashback Rabiot celebrating his inclusion in Community Team of the Season last year. All right. So this now, for me, let's just start with the idea of flashbacks. I love the flashback cards. I think EA did. I think for me personally, the flashback kind of promo, not that it's been one-off promo, but the flashback system this whole year, I think has been brilliant. A brilliant addition to the game. I'm a big fan of getting cards that are no longer in their prime back to having great cards like Ibra flashback and cards like that. You know, David Silva and Fernando Torres. Sorry, David Villa and Fernando Torres flashbacks are great. Would love to have seen more defenders. Ashley Cole would have been phenomenal, especially before he moved out of the MLS to link to the other cards. So the flashback cards, in my opinion, are a brilliant idea. Where EA went wrong, first of all, again, in my opinion, is giving them, like, following this upgrade path that they follow all the time, where they have like a system to upgrade stats, and I don't like that. What I want is them to just give stats to these cards that are worthwhile. And that's why for a lot of flashbacks, because then their current base cards are them at the ends of their careers with little to no stamina, when they do the upgrade system, the stamina doesn't get upgraded enough to the point where it's like not really an insane card. Some of them are exceptions, but generally speaking, that's the case. So I think that they would have done a lot better by just making the stats themselves to replicate what the card was that they were flashing back to. I don't think anyone would have been upset with that. In fact, I think everyone would have been delighted with that. So that was the first problem for me with the flashback system. This Rabiot and also like Doumbia and cards like that, they kind of mocked the idea of flashbacks in the sense that you're giving a special card to Rabiot for earning a Community Team of the Season just last year. It like, you kind of start to lose the fundamentals behind the idea. There are so many cards they could have given flashbacks to throughout the course of the game that had merit. Even Robben and Ribéry. Now, I know they both got end of era cards instead, but they could easily have had flashback cards back in November or December or January, and then end of era cards later on in the game that are even bigger, you know, to show that, hey, this is the end of their time ever. Here's a massive card for them. But to give, like, what they're doing now is they're basically saying, okay, we now have the luxury to give any player a special card for no reason. And that in itself, I'm actually all for. I just wish that they used the Team of the Season moments card design for someone like this Rabiot. And I know you're probably like, wow, are you getting upset about that? And just kind of, yeah, because if this was just a Team of the Season moments card where, yeah, like, earn a Team of the Season moments Rabiot for his inclusion in last year's Community Team of the Season, brilliant. No problem at all. But to say for this Rabiot, you're flashing back to something that is genuinely not even, well, it's about bang on a year old. It's not, for me, it's just not good enough. Now, the card itself, brilliant. 6'4", very important in this game. High medium work rates, not too bad, especially if you set them on stay back while attacking. I think work rates are the least relevant thing this is the least relevant they've been in FIFA for a long time, in my personal opinion. 3-star is not the greatest, but obviously if you're playing him as a CDM, that's okay. Other bonuses that you get from Rabiot is A, he's French, so he links to basically any good card in the whole game, and B, he's from PSG, so if you do use that Dani Alves flashback card, if you use Mbappe or Neymar, if you've got that special Cavani card, like, you've got some great links. And if you look at his in-game stats, this card is actually brilliant. For being 6'4" and having 82 jumping is unreal. He will be a destroyer for you in the air. But his pace is very good. His shooting from the areas it needs to be good from is very good. 90 long shots and 91 shot power, brilliant. His passing, albeit down at 90, is actually insane because his short passing, long passing, and vision which are the most important stats for the position he's going to be playing, are high end already. His crossing's a bit low. You're not going to cross with him. His free kick accuracy is a bit low. You're never going to take free kicks with him. And his curve is a bit low. Relatively irrelevant. His dribbling is absolutely mental as well. For a guy as tall as he is, to have 87 agility and 80 balance, fantastic. Great reactions and ball control, great dribbling and composure. His defending stats are brilliant. Marking needs improving, and that's why for me, I would also give him an anchor chem style as well. Boost that pace, boost that defending, boost that physical, which is also very good. The anchor would give him plus 10 jumping, taking him to like 92 jumping. I think 95 strength and 95 aggression as well. With 92 stamina, I mean, this card is phenomenal, right? I think although it's not all all maxed out greens, the bad stats, the stats with low stats, or the stats with like low numbers, I guess, they're stats that are really irrelevant to the position that he plays. And so I'm very much torn because this is a great card. Now, I am going to complete it today, but before we do complete it, I am going to go and open the promo packs in store, because you need an 86 rated squad and 2 85 rated squads to do it. I don't have the players to hand. I know I don't. What do we have? So we have prime golds, mega packs, and premium golds. All right, let's start going through with the prime golds. Yeah, you know, I'm like, it's an 86 and 2 85s, which is going to end up coming in at about, off the top of my head, about 300,000 coins. I haven't even looked at the packs back yet, but I still think it's a great card. I think at that kind of price, I think at 300,000 coins, you are getting just an let me tell you, this, I haven't played with him yet, but I'm going to do this card on my road to glory because I think he'll be great for my squad. But this is going to be a baby Patrick Vieira-esque card. This is going to be a card that will be, you know, if you're like, oh, I really can't afford Patrick Vieira's Icon SBC, but I'd love to use him. This Rabiot, I think he's going to be up there. He's 6'4", which is massive. Having that frame, that big frame, and with his jumping, with his physicals, I just genuinely believe that this is going to be a card that is stand out. Now, the one concern that I have, according to the people that I've been seeing talk about this on Twitter and stuff, is he's not going to get a team of the season this year. Right? He hasn't been playing enough. He's just not been in the team. Maybe he's been injured. I don't really know. But he's not going to get a team of the season this year. But the one thing that still concerns me a little bit is the fact that there will be so many players like him this year. So he's actually coming in at 400,000 coins. That is a lot more excessive than I thought. And that's largely due to the fact that 83, 84s, and 85s have really boomed in price at the moment. But yeah, at 400k, I actually sit and think maybe I won't do it. And the reason why I think maybe I won't do it is because with Team of the Season and how I know Team of the Season pricing becomes, I think that 400k for an untradeable card, as good as he looks and will likely play, there will be so many cards on the market that are considerably cheaper than him and tradable as Team of the Season cards that it's very difficult for me to get behind this. If we actually look at some of the Team of the Season players that are already there, let's have a look at the Team of the Season most consistent. Who's akin to him? Thiago doesn't have the height. Busquets too slow to really compare, but very similar in many other regards. Ndombele, I suppose, would be a decent link. Sissoko, I suppose, would be a very comparable card. And as you guys know, I wasn't the biggest fan of Sissoko. Emre Can, actually. So, in fact, Emre Can is a really good shout, right? Because he's 6 foot, so not quite as tall. But he also has brilliant stats. His defending and physicals are insane. His pace is very good. His dribbling is good. And his passing as well, very much similar to Rabiot. 91 short pass, 90 long pass, 89 vision. And so when I look at Emre Can, who also has 85 base jumping, so with an anchor on Can, he goes up to a 96 centre back and 94 CDM with really good stats, like truly good stats. And he's only 260k tradable. And it's arguable that he's in a better league. Maybe the nation helps Rabiot here or there. But yeah, having Chan there. Now, Sissoko is 160k tradable. I don't think Sissoko is not really near the levels. And then Ndombele. Now, Ndombele is a good card, man. His jumping not quite as good. He's only 5'11", so he doesn't have the height, but He has got a lot of other very similar stats. The physicals, the dribbling, and the defending, very, very good. He also has 4-star skill moves, which is obviously super helpful. His passing is not quite as good, and he's not as tall. But Ndombele is currently coming in at 290,000 coins. So same nation, same league. You're paying 300k liquid for a card that's very similar in so many regards. And so when we see a Rabiot 400,000 coins, I kind of sit here and think, do you know what? Maybe I'm out. And because this is just most consistent, and now I know that these most consistent cards are going to drop in value quite quickly. And the reason why that is going to happen is because, oh, is that another 85? That's quite nice. Is because when Premier League comes out, people will start dumping these most consistent cards. That's a really nice pack to be able to go and afford Premier League cards, so they'll crash. If EA do more SBCs for them and stuff like that, you know, they're just not like super high rated, high valued cards late game. So there's already a few cards out there that I would say are very similar in ability and cheaper than Rabiot, and he is coming in at 400k. Now, in terms of the packs back, you only get a prime pack, which, as you can see by the packs that I've opened here, are shocking. You also get a mega pack and a 50k pack. I'm looking at this now. I was excited, first of all, when I thought an 86 and 285s was only going to come in at about 300k. Seeing it up at 400k, 300k plus a 90 Rabiot plus packs back, like, I can get behind that. I can't get behind 400k. Like, not during, like, this isn't now a case of, oh, team of the season will be here soon, there'll be better alternatives. This is a case of team of the season is here. It's here now. And so there are already, with Emre Can, with Ndombele, with Sissoko's SBC, there are already cards that are as good as this. Specifically for me, Emre Can. He's very, very close in many stats, cheaper and tradable. And I didn't quite look at Chan's skill moves and weak foot. So he also has a 4-star weak foot and high work rates, which is a lot better. A lot better for CDM than high medium. But as I did say earlier, for me, work rates, they're less important now than ever before. So I don't know, man. I'm sitting here trying to. Let me have a look at Rabiot when we apply an anchor to him. What does he go to? So he also goes to a 94 CDM. So him and Chan get very similar. Very similar, in fact, to the point it's crazy. Shooting, very similar. Passing, Rabiot has a little bit better passing. To be considered, of course. Physicals are near identical. Defending is basically identical. Dribbling is slightly in Rabiot's favor, but not much. Not much at all. Passing is, slightly in Rabiot's favor. Shooting doesn't really matter, and then pace is very much the same again. So, for me personally, I know Chan's from a different league and a different nation, and that has some influence. And I also know that if you were to get Chan, you would have to purchase him immediately outright as a one-off, rather than being able to craft Rabiot. I just feel like, oh, finally a walkout. All of these packs, all of these points. It's blue. Let's go. Please be Team of Season Ibra. I was going to say, Sule is nice. I was going to say, speaking of Chan, we just got him. But no, we get 90 rated Sule Team of the Season. That's a really nice pull, that is. This is definitely going to be one of those occasions where, that's a really nice card, that is, where I say to you guys, like, this Rabiot SBC, I think, is brilliant. I think it's a great card for a price. It's not great value for coins, but it's also not bad value for coins. What's tricky for me is the fact that there are now extremely good alternatives for cheaper. Emre Can coming in at over 100k, cheaper than Rabiot, and for that, I kind of gotta say that even though I was excited about doing this first, I'm gonna have to opt out of this Rabiot. It is a quality card. I'm not even trying to say that this card isn't good. I don't even think the SBC in itself generally is bad value for coins. I just think it's not good value for coins in a time of the game now where you've got to be looking at great value for coins to do SBCs or to purchase players because of how much comes out during team of the season. And if we're getting cards like this now during most consistent team of the season, I can only imagine the kind of cards that we're going to get throughout the course of the rest of the team of the season cycle. So I don't know, guys. There is Rabiot. Let me know down below. I was going to do this SBC, and I know some people get upset when I don't do the SBC. Not that it really makes any difference, because all I do with it when I complete the SBC is send it into the club. And I'm also saying that in my personal opinion, it's not a bad SBC. But when you look at this Chan card, it is scary similar. If let me get the chem styles off of Rabiot. Their pace is, like, honestly the same. Rabiot has 3 more acceleration, and that's it. Their shooting, Rabiot has better, well-rounded shooting, but shot power and long shots are basically the same. Volleys, Rabiot is in favor of, and in fact, Emre Can has better shot power. Positioning is as good as the same. Finishing, Rabiot has way better. Passing is very similar. Rabiot has a little bit better short pass, long pass, and vision, but Chan has better. Same crossing, better free kick accuracy, which again is irrelevant, and a little less curve. And then dribbling, defending, and physicals, they are so similar. Chan actually has considerably better defending, considerably better physicals off the bat as well, and a little less dribbling. So I would just say, if you want that war horse, now the only difference that you're going to get is that Chan is 6 foot versus the 6'4" of Rabiot. But I just can't spend 400,000 coins at this stage in the game on an untradeable card that isn't mind-blowing. It is good. It's not good enough, in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. This is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rate, and comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys,